Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk to you about my IS 4485 final project. I did my project on the annual snowfall amounts in December for the past 3 years. That just so happened to be the only amount of data I could get that we could actually parse. I tried scouring the internet for other resources, but to no avail. I only found 3 files that I could use from this NOAA website. All the other websites were just pictures of graphs or pictures of Excel files. And so just these NOAA files actually turned out to be really useful. So these files contained snow measurements for December 1st all the way through December 31st for like 180 different stations across Utah. And so some hurdles I ran into, the XML file was laid out pretty weird. So I had to end up using an extra for loop down here. That took me a little while to get. But once I was able to point to the correct area for values, I was able to use this loop to loop through this this variable here, snow values, to get the value of each one. And I also use this determine tag function to clean the data a little bit and just grab only these interesting facts here. So I used sqlite to populate the database, and I used the 3 files, and I just inserted those 3 files into the database. Yeah, that was a long time to figure out how to get all 3 of these files into there, but I figured I'd just replace the file that's parsed here, and I just upload to separate tables. So they're all stored in s.db, but so another hurdle I found was when I actually printed out the database, it was only the values that you could see. You couldn't actually see the column names, so I had to end up using this con.row factory line of code here, and I found this on Stack Overflow, and it took me quite a while to get it working, but once I did, I was actually able to use a .keys function to get the keys for each of these each of these rows here. So once I got the columns, I was able to print out an array of the names. And then once I did that, I was able to use a query to get the sum of day 1 for all stations. So this gets the sum of the day 1 measurements for 2016 from all the stations, and it adds it into one. It does that all the way from December 31st. And then I was able to plot that here, and quite interesting. The snowfall amounts in the beginning of December are very similar for 2017, 2018, as well as in the middle for all 3 years. And then 2016 and 2017 had pretty much identical snowstorms around Christmas time. So it looks like Santa came early that year. So terrible jokes aside, the next graph I did, I got the average. So I got the count of all the stations and I divided it by that sum. And the graph here looks pretty much similar to the one above. So that indicates that even though that these are the average, the snowfall amounts are still relatively similar in this graph. And then I was able to plot the correlations here. The correlation between 2017 and 2018 is a positive one. That means that if these graphs increased positively or negatively, they would have increased or decreased in the same direction as each other. And then the correlation between 2016 and 2017 is a pretty neutral / negative one. So that means that the 2 variables change in opposite direction of each other, or they don't change with each other at all if they're an increase or decrease. And then 2016 and 2018's correlation was -1. So that means that if the 2 variables changed in a positive or negative way, they would both decrease oppositely of each other. So these correlations, I kind of found that there has to be some type of third variable in here that's affecting them. Maybe it's global warming, maybe it's just randomness. I'm not really sure, but if I had more time, I would definitely have thrown in like years all the way back to like the 50s, 1950s, and so on and so forth. So if I had more time and more data, I definitely would have put more measurements into here and more data into the databases for me to parse through and plot, because I think that would give a way better representation of whether the snowfall is increasing or decreasing. So overall, we don't really know. It's completely random, and I mean, it's Mother Nature. So at the end of the day, it's all up to Mother Nature whether we're going to get more or less snow each year. So thank you guys, and hope you enjoyed my project.